Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live Q&A session with me, Kathleen Kobel. Today, we're really going to be focused on talking about my program, Influence and Earn. The doors closed tonight on the lowest price ever that it will ever be. So I wanted to come on here and answer any questions that people have who may be like, should I enroll? Should I not? So yes, the purpose of this Q&A, we can talk about other things with the Amazon Influencer Program, but I really just kind of marketed this and geared this towards people who just still have some questions and are not sure about joining Influence and Earn. Tonight is the price is going up to $9.97. So the price is actually doubling at midnight tonight Pacific time. So if you go to purchase tomorrow, it's going to be double the price. So I just want to make sure that I've kind of covered all my bases and answered all the questions for people. And the reason why I'm doing this is because there's going to be so many new things that are going to be added to Influence and Earn. I'm going to share my screen after I answer some of the initial questions just to show you guys what all is included in there. I can show you the back end and show you what's inside the course as well for anyone who's wondering about that. And then, yes, like I said, just answer all your questions. So Q4, which is basically starts tomorrow. We call Q4 October, November, December. These tend to be the highest earning months on Amazon, whether you're a seller or you're an influencer or you're just in the e-commerce space or you're an affiliate marketer. People are buying so much stuff during Q4. And so that's why I'm really doing this push to get people into the program now, because once Q4 starts, and that's technically tomorrow, that's going to be my main focus. I'm going to be focused on creating content. I'm going to be focused on putting out these new masterclass trainings for the members of Influence and Earn, and not really doing a whole bunch of marketing on this program. So if anyone here is live and has any questions, I would be happy to answer them for you. Or if you don't, I can just go ahead and share my screen and just kind of share some of the things that I talked about last week in the live masterclass, where we talked all about Q4 and all the opportunities there, and just why it's such an important time to really not only be able to earn, but to really focus your attention on the opportunity at hand. And again, like I already said earlier, that's going to be my focus. And that's why we're doing a big push to get everyone into Influence and Earn by the end of the day today. And then we can really focus on creating content and just maximizing our earnings with the influencer program for the next 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, and beyond, right? So if you have a question, I would love to hear from you. You can go ahead and just put it in the chat. Happy to answer any questions that people have live. And if not, I'll just go ahead and share my screen and kind of walk you through everything you're going to get if you decide to join Influence and Earn today. I do recommend, if you've been on the fence, to get in today, because it's going to double the price tomorrow. So, yes. Oh, thank you. Beth says, love the program. If you have time, I have a question outside of the program. Yes, Beth, we can go ahead and just answer that. And then I'll share my screen and just kind of walk through. Beth has been in the program, so Beth can also answer any questions. There might be a couple other people on here that are already in. I love that people in Influence and Earn show up to these live events, even though they're already in. And that just really speaks to like the support of everyone and how just nice and what a great community we have. So let's see. We have a question from the Adventures of Amy and Ellie, who says, what are your thoughts on advertising the promo codes that are listed? And how do you suggest the best way to promote those? So I would say, as far as advertising the promo codes that are listed, first off, just make sure that you are following all of Amazon's terms of service, where it's not like, you never want to share the promo codes early. Promo codes tend to be really good off Amazon with social media. So whether that's through like your Facebook page or Instagram Reels or even YouTube, you would just have to go and update that. So I kind of look at promoting those promo codes that Amazon is giving us for discounts through social media. I think that's a better way to do it, because with social media posting, they kind of come and go, right? Whereas with YouTube, that's much more static and searchable. And so I think that that's maybe not necessarily the best place to do promo codes. I would really look to the other social media channels and figure out the best way that you can do that. I also have a blog or a website that I'll be posting much more on during Q4. And so I'll be including any promo codes that I'm allowed to on there as well. So I would say really focus on your social media, and then kind of go from there and see how that goes. Hope that was helpful. All right, we've got another question from Emily. Emily said, "Hi, Kathleen. I'm so thankful for this learning." Oh, thank you. Thank you for coming, Emily. I appreciate you. Do you start from the beginning in the training? Also, if we have any questions as we go through the course, can we email you with questions? Yes, Emily. So we do start from the very beginning. So module 1, and I can show you guys the inside of the course as well after we go through all these questions. So module 1 starts with the overview of the program and like, how does it all work? And there aren't like extensive trainings on how to get in, but I have trainings linked within there as far as how to apply, what to do if you get approved, and then what to do if you don't get approved right away. And I think one of the best things about our community and our kind of support system is that the people that aren't getting into the Amazon Influencer Program right away, everyone is encouraged and, of course, allowed to post your social media handles that you're trying to get approved with within both of my Facebook groups. So one of the Facebook groups has over 2,000 people, and then the members group, we are just about 200 people. So that's a little bit smaller. But I also sometimes take people's social media handles and will post them and say, hey, this person's trying to get in. I would be so grateful if you would just like and engage, or follow and engage. And so even if you're not already approved for the influencer program or you're having trouble with it, I will say we have a lot of good formulas. We always, look at TikTok first because that tends to be the easiest one. But then we have a network of people that are very, very helpful, including myself, that will help you to get those followers and that engagement that Amazon wants to see. So yes, we start from the beginning, and then we go all the way through, getting your first 3 videos approved, but then even, of course, farther than that with advanced strategies. And we've just had a few people join the program over the last couple of weeks that were already earning like over $2,000 a month. And they have already said just over the last week how much more they have earned and learned from the program. So it's kind of an all-inclusive, I don't want to say all, it is an all-inclusive program. So no matter kind of where you're starting or where you're at in your journey, you're going to be able to jump in at the right spot for you. And the second part of your question, Emily says also, if we have questions as we go through the course, can we email you? You are welcome to email me. We also have a private Facebook group, so you can post your questions there. And then there's also a discussion board right in the course. So I'm pretty sure every lesson is a video, because it's all about how to create videos. So every lesson has a video, and then there's also a discussion board right next to it. So if you go through a lesson or watch the video and you have a question, you can post it there, right on the board there, and then you'll see anyone else's questions that they may have had. And so you could do discussion board, you can email me, or you can post in the Facebook group. We have a ton of support, and that's why I really call this a program and not a course, because I feel like with courses, you kind of just get the information and then you're like left on your own to figure it out. And we very much do not operate that way. We're very helpful, and we make sure that if you have questions, you're never left in the dark. So Emily, I hope that was helpful. All right. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, great. All right. So let me just scroll back up here. Okay. So Homeowner Hack says, how often do you actually find that you get a spot on a carousel if it's full? In my experience, is close to 0. So, I used to, like years ago when I first started, if I saw a carousel that was already filled up, I would just kind of bypass it. Now I never do, especially if I think that it's a good product opportunity, because I see every single day Amazon is putting new content up on that upper carousel. Even if I know we have up to 20 videos now on some listings. But even if there's already 5 influencer videos, or there's already, 20 videos in the entire carousel, I do see, I would say 9 times out of 10 in my personal experience, When I upload a video that's already, has a full carousel, my video will get on the upper carousel at some point. It's just a matter of when. Sometimes it's within 2 hours, sometimes it's 2 days later. And so I really focus my efforts on, first and foremost, is this a product that can earn for me? And then secondary is how competitive it is. So if it's a product that is selling well and that I love and I know I can create good content for it, I'm always going to try to get in that upper carousel. And one other kind of, pro tip is just watch all the other videos that are in the carousel and do something different. Make yours better, because that's going to help you get moved up, and then ideally stay in that upper carousel, because there are a bunch of videos that are not good on Amazon. And so I challenge you to make a better one, and I bet it will get placed. So yeah, it's just a matter of when. I hope that was helpful. All right. Let's see here. Beth said, with the exception of weekly appointments and calls like this, do you have a daily schedule? Like Monday is this day, Tuesday is this day? Beth, what do you mean? Do you mean like within our community or our group? Or maybe you could just clarify that a little bit. Like for my own schedule, I do. So like on Mondays, I always make sure to like welcome new members in the big group. And Tuesday is always I'll post a video, But as far as my daily schedule, as far as like creating content and all that, very much so. Yes, I have days where I create content. I have days where I edit content. I have days where I do product research. And it really, honestly, it depends on like what's going on throughout the rest of that day. Like I try to do, like I usually do my YouTube lives on Fridays instead of Mondays. This is a special occasion because the price of the program is going up today. But I do, and I'm working on something that I can kind of share with you guys more so of that. But yeah, my schedule is as much as I can, Monday this, Tuesday this, Wednesday this. But I still have to be kind of flexible, but I'm creating content at least 3 days a week. Just because I want to make sure, especially during Q4, maybe not over the summer, but especially during Q4, that's going to be my focus. And again, that's why I'm on here talking about the program, because you're not going to see me doing a ton of marketing. I mean, I'll still be doing my YouTube lives on Fridays as much as I possibly can. And in order to help people and just keep them on the up and up and what's going on with the program. But if you guys really want like that extra support from me, you should really join Influence and Earn, because I'm going to be more available to those people first, just as Q4 comes, because my primary focus is going to be creating content and doing offsite stuff for Q4, especially as we ramp up to October. And yes, so and a couple other things. I'm launching a book too, but that's a side note. Let's see. Amy and Ellie said, my thought was to make a primary post with codes listed and then just go in and update those in and out as needed on YouTube. Yeah. Adventures of Amy and Ellie. That's a good idea. I like that. I try to make my content as evergreen as possible. And so I'm not huge on promo codes. However, during the month of October, I will definitely be doing a lot more off-site promotion on my social media channels. And so I'll be doing something similar to that too. Yes. Okay. Thrive and Pause says, hello, I sent an email last week, but never heard back. Oh no. I'm sorry if you didn't hear back. I thought I got through everyone, but maybe I didn't. Sometimes I get a lot of emails, so sometimes they get lost in my inbox. I wanted to know if I need Facebook. I got rid of my Facebook account over a decade ago. No, you don't need Facebook. No. And if you want to just resend that to me so it gets bumped up on my inbox, I have a VA that's helping me with my emails too now. So sometimes they're looking at emails and it doesn't say new. And I'm so sorry about that. But no, you do not need Facebook by any means if you are in the program, because we have the Facebook group. We actually may start a Discord group. I'm looking into Discord. However, all of the trainings and everything you really need are within the course itself. And that lives on like the course platform. So, all of our live Q&A sessions and any additional trainings are all going to be on there. So you really do not need Facebook. I'm not a huge fan of Facebook, but I use it to just, kind of connect and have that community. You do not need Facebook to succeed in the program. Okay. Oh, you're in the program. Okay. Yeah. If you don't mind, I'm so sorry about that. If you don't mind just resending so it goes to the top of my inbox, or just send me your regular name. If it's not coming from Thrives and Pause, then I'll find it. So I'm so sorry about that. Let's see. Pool noodle reviews. I love your name. Will you be covering taxation of the sample items received from creator connections or sellers? Is it taxable income? Who usually send 1099 forms? And what are the best ways to show these barter relationships with the influencers? So I am not a tax professional. I hire someone to do that. So I don't feel qualified to, and like for liability reasons, I can't tell you how to file your taxes or like claim things like that. All I can do is tell you what I do. So here's what I do for all that stuff. I have an Excel spreadsheet. So everything I've gotten for free, I list on there, and then I list the retail value of that item. And so then that will be what I then give to my accountant at the end of the year. And then we claim that as income. Or if I buy something, then it's a little bit different, right? I can buy the thing and then it's a write-off. So I just keep track of all of that, and I give that to my accountant, and I let them know what I acquired with free samples, and then what I purchased with the intent of using for solely business purposes. And then they are the ones that then take that next step. So we do not talk about how to tax it. I do recommend that, especially as you start earning more money with this program and getting free samples and things like that, that you hire an accountant, or at least do a little bit of research on the side, or just have a session with one. But, if it's something that like everybody is struggling with and we need to bring in an outside expert, I would just go find someone. And I think, I'm trying to think. I know somebody that may actually be able to help with that. But yes, so, that's what I do. And that's what I would recommend you do, hire a professional. But just for liability reasons, I can't tell you how to file your taxes, but that's what I do. Keep track of it all and then kind of hand it over to your accountant. And if they're not sure what to do with it, then I would say probably hire somebody else to help you out with that. Yes. All right. Fishing Weekend Warrior says, as for categories, is there a way to verify what category a product is in before making a video? Yes. So you can. This is actually on my list of YouTube videos to create, because I've seen this question come up so many times. So one thing I have to say as far as categories go with Amazon is that they are not they're not cut and dry. They're not black and white. So sometimes there will be categories that kind of feed into each other or overlap, like home and kitchen. Is home, is all the stuff in kitchen considered home, or is it home and kitchen? At the end of the day, what you want to do is if you have a third party software app like Fluencer Fruit, it will tell you what category the item is ranked in, and then I would go with that category. You don't have to have that, but if you look, if you don't have that, if you look on the Amazon product listing page, you have to scroll down a little bit, and it'll show you like product details, and usually the category is within that product details section. So there are ways to find that, and it's kind of just a little bit different when you're on mobile. But there is a way, because every single item that's for sale on Amazon has to be categorized first before it goes live on Amazon. It's just that the categories, the way that they work on the back end of the seller side, like I said, they're just not cut and dry. It's not like this is home and this is kitchen. It's home and kitchen, or beauty and, personal care. But then you have items that are like just in beauty, right? So that's my best short answer, is to look at the product details on the Amazon product listing page, which is going to be, you got to scroll down quite a bit to see that, but you're going to see it with like the product weight, dimensions. You're going to see like the ASIN, which is like kind of the equivalent of a UPC, but that's Amazon's like unique product code identifier. So I would look there. Yes. Okay, good. Good. Exactly my question. Good. Resent the email. Awesome. I will check that as soon as we get done here. Yes. Okay. Yes, Beth. Yes, I consider myself an organized person, but get easily distracted. Yes, YouTube content, Amazon filming, uploading, Instagram content, all of that. Beth, I can definitely work something like that into like the next 3 months of trainings too. Actually, I think one of them is kind of more about like processes and content creation, and just kind of look at that to like, how do you really streamline, like as far as I said, like with Mondays, I usually don't necessarily record content, at least with my face in it on Mondays. That's like for Tuesday. Tuesday, I will record content like all day. I'll make sure I put on makeup and and all that good stuff. But then like it really depends. Like I try not to do content recording on Friday because I like to leave that open for my live Q&As, and I spend a bit more time in the Facebook groups on Fridays answering questions and things like that. I'm more of like I want to, I have like a goal every week of, yeah, sure. Thumbs up. I don't know why. I don't know how to get that off, or why it doesn't come up, or why it doesn't go off. Yeah, I try to keep it like, more so like, how many videos do I want to publish this week? And now I'm incorporating like, what channels am I going to be posting on? And then images too. I've been taking a lot more pictures and been uploading those. Amazon just launched their new collages feature. So there's a whole bunch of cool stuff. And just even more content, especially for social media. I think images are going to do well too on top of videos. So Beth, I can kind of put together something a little bit more organized, but I don't have like a stationary every day, like kind of this is what I do. I just have a humongous to-do list all the time and just try to batch as much as I can. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, let's see here. Erin said, how many other tools do you recommend in the course? For example, Genius Link, Influencer Fruit. Can we be successful with your course if we don't pay for anything additional? Yes, Erin. So this is actually I say this multiple times throughout the course, and anyone who's in the course can kind of attest to this. The course was built with the idea of not having to use any other paid tools whatsoever. Because when I started and was able to scale to 10K a month, I was not using any other tools because they didn't exist or I didn't know about them. So, or actually, that's not true. I was using Jungle Scout. Jungle Scout was very helpful because that's a seller tool that gave me sales estimates for each product page. So that's very helpful. However, before they didn't have the like how many items are being purchased every month. So now on the listing it'll say 100 plus purchases a month, or 1,000 purchases a month. Now you at least have an idea, whereas before, when I first started this 3 years ago, they didn't have that. So I really like that, and I call that out quite a few times within the course too, because what I do and the way that I teach is that because I've bought so many courses that were like, okay, now you have to buy this thing in order to be successful. And it's like, but I bought your course because I thought this is what I needed to be successful. And so for me, quite personally, I can't stand when people do that. So the way that I've positioned, but I do talk about tools because they do help me make more money and save me time. It's just not a requirement. So like I talk about Genius Link and I talk about Fluencer Fruit because they do help me save time and make me more money, but they're like additional trainings. Like it'll be like, here's how I do the product research with nothing. Here's how there's a free tool called Keepa, which is also helpful that I talk about. That's free. And I recommend like not paying for that because you don't need the paid version. But, and actually with Fluencer Fruit, you get a 30-day free trial for free. If you are in Influence and Earn, you get 30 days for free. And then you get to decide if you want to keep it or not, but at least you get to try it out. But yeah, no, I make a lot of point to say you don't need to buy extra tools by any means. You can if you want to, but you definitely do not have to. And I kind of show you the different ways where you can find that information, at least, kind of to the best that we have. You can find that information without necessarily using the third-party tools. And then I always say, like, once you get to a certain income point every month, if you want to, you can upgrade and use the paid tools because it will help you make more money. But you definitely do not have to use them, especially in the beginning. So Oh, wonderful. Hi, Judy. Judy's here and said, highly recommend this course. It has been a game changer. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And Judy's here because she always learns something every time she listens. And I love that. Like I said, I was very clear about we're talking about influence and earn, and we're talking about any questions that people have. But I've already talked with 3 of you guys who are already in the program. So I appreciate you guys coming here and giving your feedback and yeah, I appreciate that so much. So, and that just kind of goes to show everyone who's like still on the fence, right? It's like when we do these trainings or when we do these kind of events like live events or Q&As, there's just kind of always stuff that comes out. People tend to ask so many great questions, and sometimes I don't always think of things, and then people ask the right questions, and we all learn something, right? Even if you've been doing this for a few years. So all right. So if you guys have questions, again, please feel free to put them in there. I'm just going to share my screen really quick so that you guys can see everything that's all included with the program. Again, we are raising the price at the end of the day today. And so I just want to make sure that everybody who is interested is able to get in at the lower price because, like I said, well, I'll just show you guys why we're raising the price and why that's important. And let me go to the next page here because I want to show you what you're going to get out of this program. It's going to be the exact roadmap, step by step, right? You can go searching around on Google and YouTube and all that, but this program is step by step. So whether you're starting from the beginning or you need your first 3 videos, or you're like, I already did that, I just need to scale, I'll tell you exactly where to start, right? I would say start with module 3. Well, everyone should do module 1, but start with module 3 then, and start scaling and start doing that product research and start doing those checks and balances on your existing videos and things like that. So we talk about how to get approved, how to get your first 3 videos approved, of course, but the right products to review, and then all the other opportunities. So like we have a bonus for creator connections. I just posted something about the new collages. I'm going to be making a video about how to use the new collage feature with the Amazon Influencer Program and things like that. I'm always interested in shortcuts, not any that break terms of service. I don't do that, but any kind of shortcuts that are going to help you maximize your time, because I have 3 kids. I have multiple businesses, just have a lot of things to do. Actually, during the day is like my favorite time because I get to work. It's very quiet. And then when school gets out, it's like go, 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 go. So I'm always interested in finding the quickest, easiest, most least resistant path to success. And so that's how I teach. Plus, you will get a dedicated Facebook group. Again, you do not have to be on book, but it's just a bonus kind of perk. We do monthly live Q&A sessions. There's a discussion board within the course, and then we have a ton of bonus content on top of, everything you need to know to create so that your account doesn't get banned. This is a huge focus that I'm always preaching about, but the do's and don'ts, right? And Amazon's constantly updating their terms of service. So like, what are the updates and what does that mean? That's part of my job, is to help keep you informed with that. Of course, we're always looking for the best products to review, whether the carousel is full or not. We look at some of the other attributes of these products to really see, is it worth my time? How can you maximize, or how can you optimize your influencer storefront for maximum earning potential? This is another thing that Amazon is constantly updating and adding to, or, last week taking away our banner. We don't have that anymore, but quite honestly, I don't really care. It didn't really do much for me anyway. And then, we're really looking, most of the content that's going to be added for the rest of the year is going to be looking outside of Amazon. Yes, inside of Amazon too, but I feel like it's pretty comprehensive within the program already, all the trainings like within Amazon. So we also talk about how to make money off of Amazon, right? By repurposing the content that you're creating for Amazon, but posting it different places and utilizing it different places so that you can create content once, but then earn multiple times for that content. And so this is just kind of a quick screenshot of, everything that's included within like the core 5 modules that we have, like the opportunity explained for the newbies, like what is the Amazon Influencer Program? Like, how does it work? How do I get started? How do I start earning on-site commissions? We focus on, your storefront and really how can you we don't have a ton of, things we can do with it, but focusing on like how to best optimize it so that you look like a professional influencer. When those brands and sellers see your storefront, they're happy to approach you for those brand deals. Lots of talk about the top finding or how to find the top earning products. That's super, super important, especially when you're trying to save time, right? And maximize your time with this program. Finding those products, that is like, honestly, I think it's one of the most important things apart from like following the rules, because that's just so important. But the next most important thing is how to find the best products to earn. Because if you create content, and this is why I don't like the question of, how many videos do I have to create in order to get to $1,000 a month, 5K a month, 10K a month? There's not an answer for that. And if somebody is telling you you need 1,000 videos to make $1,000, they're wrong and they don't know what they're talking about, because it's not about quantity, it's about quality, and it's about the right product selection. And we go through all of that in the program. We also talk upkeep and maintenance. So when you create these videos, instead of just creating, how can you go back and kind of do some checks and balances so that, again, you're saving time because you already made these videos. Maybe one falls off the carousel. What can you do to get it back on there? So we talk all about that, rules and regulations, and of course, the system. So we have new trainings coming out for Q4 every month for the rest of 2024. So it's going to be all about how to earn with offsite Amazon opportunities and, very important, how to stay compliant with Amazon's rules. So this is just kind of like a sneak peek of what we're going to be talking about within that training, like repurposing your content, content planning, so that we're not just kind of like posting things every day with no rhyme or reason. And then, of course, Amazon best practices to ensure your compliance, because it gets a little bit more scary when we start posting off Amazon. You got to make sure to follow those rules. Super, super important. So then with November, we're going to be really deep diving into the product collabs, partnerships, more ways to get products. And I get this question all the time, like, do I just have to buy like thousands of dollars worth of things on Amazon every month in order to make money? And the answer is most definitely no. First off, you should just start with the things you already have. But then there's so many different creative ways to go to your friend's house, partner with a brand so you can get free stuff, so you can get paid for your content, right? So we're going to talk about how to connect with potential partners, how to negotiate terms, right? If you've never done this before, there's just very simple templates and, kind of email responses of things that you can say so that these sellers know that you're the real deal and you're not just going to work for free for, $10 products that they send you for free all the time. And of course, as always, we talk about the do's and don'ts, but especially with working with the brands on and off Amazon. Like, should you be licensing your content? If so, for how much should you charge for it, right? What are some of the things you should look out for when you're working with brands and sellers and things like that? So that's going to be our the focus for our training in November. And then December, we're going to go all in on holiday shopping and marketing strategies. So we're going to be talking about different marketing strategies for YouTube, Amazon, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all the big ones. We're going to talk about how to use your analytics to create better content. December is going to be a big earning month for everyone, right? That's going to be a big earning month. And so we really want to make sure that we're maximizing that with our marketing strategies, promoting those holiday shopping items. And then we'll also look ahead to next year, because really Q4 goes through the end of the year, but with Amazon, January is a huge earning month too. So not only will you get the 2025 calendar, which I actually just got it today, so I'm very excited. That's going to be added in October, so that you guys have a head start on that anyway. But then we'll talk about, looking forward to next year and also how to maximize your earnings in January. And January is a huge month because people get gift cards and people return things that they got in December that they don't want. So January is a pretty big earning month too. And I kind of already said this, like, we call it a program because it's not just a course, right? You do have access to the on-demand course, which is 5 modules, bonus content. We have a whole library of past Q&As. We started doing that back in January or February or something. So there's like almost a whole year now of past Q&A sessions. We have an amazingly supportive community in our Facebook group, and everyone, that shows up to the monthly live Q&A coaching sessions. And then I think this is one of the best things, and I probably don't this enough, but all future trainings and content updates are included in the price. So you'll never be asked to pay again. Like when people purchased earlier this year or even last year, it was like, here's the 2024 social media calendar. I'm just adding the 2025 one, right? It's updated. It's got new prompts. Obviously, it follows the 2025, calendar of events and all that good stuff. But anything that gets added to Influence and Earn tomorrow, next week, next year, you get access to that. It's not a membership. It is a one-time pay program. So this is kind of an outline of the course curriculum. The module 1, we really talk about like what is the program and what kind of opportunities. We talk about like content placement, do's and don'ts, things like that. Module 2 is really focused on how to unlock your on-site commission. But then like you also get to look over my shoulder. I actually create 2 different videos. In the videos, just to show you like how do I make sure I'm saying everything I want to say? How am I filming? What am I doing to edit? What programs do I use to edit? So it's like it's everything you need to unlock your on-site commission. But if you've already done that, then you can really just skip to module 3, where we're talking about your content creation system. We've got spreadsheets and tracking things and a whole bunch of different ways to just keep everything kind of straight and narrow. Module 4 is really about product selection and opportunities. I said that's such a huge, important thing. So we talk a lot about how to pick the right products, especially when you're going to buy stuff from Amazon. How do you pick that right mattress that's going to do what you want it to do and fulfill the need that you need a mattress for, but then also be a good income generating opportunity for you based on the other metrics that we look at. And then module 5 is all about reporting and scaling. So we talk about what do the reports mean? What can you learn from the kind of limited data that we do get from Amazon? And then really, how can you take that and scale? And we talk about a whole bunch of different ways that you can scale. Module 5 is probably one of the best modules in there. And we got a whole bunch of bonuses that I'll talk about in a second. And then the live lessons and Q&A sessions, those are all archived. So you will get access to all of that. So you get the 10K a month content creation system. You get templates, scripts, worksheets, product selection workbook. You get tools. You get tracking sheets, Facebook group, live Q&A sessions, lifetime access, future trainings for a whole bunch of value. I would never charge you $5,000 for a program. But the normal price is $997. So as long as you guys get in today, if you are watching this after today, it will be $997. But till the end of today, it's only going to be $497. And so real quick, I'm just going to talk about the bonuses, and I'm going to go back and answer the rest of the questions. I'm seeing a couple more coming in. So the bonuses for joining today, I already talked about the first 3 bonuses. Just know that these are future content updates that we already have scheduled for October, November, December. And then we'll have live Q&A sessions so that we can talk about these. And it's really just my goal for you is to make as much money as possible for Q4 and beyond, right? And so what's also going to help with that is bonus number 4. You already have the 2024. 2025 will be getting added in October, which I'm really excited about. Like I said, I just got access to it today. I haven't even looked at it, but I'm very excited about being able to add that. And then some of the other bonuses that are already in there that you'll get access to right away if you decide to join: the maximum efficiency product research step-by-step training. So I just walk you through how to find good products. And then you also get 30 days free of Fluencer Fruit. You can activate that whenever you want. So if you're like, I'm joining, but I'm not ready for it, you just activate it when you want, whether that's today or, 6 months from now, you get that 30 days. And then bonus 7 is, yes, we talk about how to add another revenue stream by just tacking on, another 3 minutes to your process and repurposing your content for YouTube. And then we also have a dedicated bonus training on how to skyrocket your earnings with Creator Connections. I get so many questions about Creator Connections. How does it work? How do I find good campaigns? How do I submit my content? What if I already created content and I want to accept a campaign? So we have a whole training. A bonus training is already in there. So you guys can get access to that right away. We do have a pay in full option, or you can do it over 3 months. So $497 is pay in full. But if you're like, oh, I just to be spread out a little bit more, it ends up being like another $94 or $93, something like that. But you can also get access to everything if you do the 3-month payment plan, which is $197 for 3 months. So you would pay $197 today, and then 30 days later, $197, and then another 30 days later, $197. And then that's it, right? And then you get access to everything forever. So lots of testimonials. There's so many wonderful things that people have to say. And so I won't like read all of these because actually some of you guys are on here, which I really, really appreciate. Lots of testimonials, and I can put up a link there too if you guys want a little bit more help with that. Yeah, we just have a lot of really amazing people, just have a lot of amazing things to say. And I think it makes me happier than knowing that the course is working for people and the program is helping people, and people are getting the support they need and their questions answered. And yeah, I just love it. So I'm going to, let me just take this off just to make it a little bit easier. I just want to put the link really quick up here. And then, oh, we've got some questions and here. So here's the link just real quick. There is the direct link to buy. If you guys want the direct link to the payment plan, I can put that up as well. Just the important thing is to know that it doubles in price tonight. So get in while you can. And like I said, the reason why I'm doubling the price is because I just keep adding stuff to it. And you're never going to get charged again unless you're on the 3-month payment plan. Then it'll just take you 3 months to pay it off in full. But that's okay. I want it to be accessible for people that want to get in. I want to be able to help as many people as possible. And as we're just adding and adding and adding new stuff, the price is going to be going up because, again, I'm really just going to be focused on Q4 and content creation and supporting the people that are in the program. And while I will be doing like some Q&A YouTube lives over Q4, I'm not going to be doing like a big launch or a big promo again for Influence and Earn until next year. So, all right, let me just make sure that I'm answering everybody's questions here. Is there a way to shorten an associate link? When I post it on YouTube, it always looks like a whole paragraph. Yes, there are a couple different ways you can shorten your associates link. So if you go to SiteStripe, one of the options is to get a shortened link. So you can do that right through SiteStripe. However, if you are using Genius Link, which I do recommend, so you can get just a shortened URL through SiteStripe. It's one of the options. Or you can take your longer URL or even your shortened one and put it into Genius Link, especially if you're posting on YouTube. Genius Link will help with making sure that when people click on your link, it then opens Amazon into their Amazon app instead of like the browser where they then have to log in and then your affiliate cookie goes away, or at least that's how I understand it. There's also a deep linking option within Amazon that's pretty new that I need to look more into to see if that's making a note for myself, that deep linking, because we actually talked about that earlier in the week. We had our Q&A session for September last Tuesday. And so we talked about that a bit, but that is the best way to make that shorter, link. So oh, wonderful. Liz says, hi, Kathleen. So excited to finally make it to one of these and psyched to finally buy your course tonight. Yay. I can't wait to see you in there, Liz. I'm very excited for you. Woohoo. And Beth said, oh, thank you. I love that it's pay once. Yeah. And I'm not having to keep paying every month or a year, worth every penny. Yeah. You know, the reason, thank you, Beth, for saying that. The reason why I do this is because I have had so many experiences with courses and with programs that are like, yeah, here, buy this. And then they kind of just like get you to a certain point and then they want you to buy more stuff. And like, as a business owner and as a marketer, I understand that. I'm not saying that everyone that does that is wrong. I'm not saying that. I just like, for my personal business model, I would rather charge more I would rather charge a more premium price for a comprehensive program that is just always getting updated and added to than, you know, like charging $20 for this thing or $20 for that thing or $100 for this thing. But then if you want to go the next step, now you got to pay another $100 or whatever it is. So I've done a lot of marketing in my time, and, you know, when everything is all packaged into one and you just keep getting extras and extras added to it, not only is it more helpful, people are happier, and the thing that I really strive for is that it's comprehensive. It has everything that you need. And that's why we're adding the offsite stuff. And that's why we're really focused on all these additional things kind of outside of Amazon onsite as well, especially for Q4, because the opportunity is just so amazing, both on Amazon and off Amazon. But if you are not doing off Amazon, you're kind of missing a piece of that, right? You're missing an opportunity. If you're not doing, reposting to YouTube, you're missing an opportunity. If you're not participating in Creator Connections campaigns, you're missing an opportunity. And I know this is a lot of, it's a lot of things that you can be doing, but for anybody who has watched my videos or anyone who's in the program, one thing that's really, really important to me is that like everything is just very direct and to the point. There's no fluff. There's no like, hey, let's just kind of, talk and chat. I mean, sometimes we do that on the lives here, but it's really like very focused and comprehensive. And when people gosh, I can't remember, was it like last June or something? Or no, maybe it was May. I can't remember. But people were like, Creator Connections, tell me more about Creator Connections, Kathleen. What is it? And I didn't have a training on it initially with the core 5 modules because it wasn't a huge part of my strategy. I kind of dabbled in it, but in order to get to my 10K a month, it was not part of my strategy. Now it is. So now there's a training in there because people asked for it, and it's very much a part of my strategy, just like YouTube. And a lot of people are, asking like, is the Amazon influencer program dead? Is it too saturated? Like, can I really actually make money with it still now, even if I'm new? Or, some of the people that have been earning a lot for a long time are starting to see some lower commissions. And it depends on what you're doing. I think that's kind of similar across the board. And there are reasons for that, partly because Amazon keeps doing things like taking away lower carousels or, hiding videos because they're paying out incentives and things like that. But I will say that it doesn't really discourage me when that kind of stuff happens. It just kind of motivates me to adjust my strategy and look at things in a different way. Like the last time Amazon removed the lower carousels, that was really when I dove into Creator Connections, and I was like, oh, I can offset the money that I'm not earning now with the lower carousels being gone with the extra commissions that I'm earning through the Creator Connections campaigns. So that's always something that, I am looking at and that I'm going to be sharing and that I do share, with everyone, especially people in the program. So, oh, yay. Emily said, just bought the course. So excited. Awesome, Emily. I can't wait to see you in there and help you and help support you and just help you make more money and stay focused on Q4. And I'm very excited here. So, if anyone has any more questions, please feel free to just throw them in the chat. Happy to answer. And then, like I said, after today, we're really just going to be focusing on creating content and then doing all the marketing things to help make money with that content. So I'm very excited about that. Of course, there's always fun things to come in the future. We have the 3 bonus trainings. It's not really the time or place for me to talk about my new book, but I am launching a book as well. So I'm pretty pumped about that. That's been part of the reason why I haven't been creating as much content as I like, but the book is almost done. So Q4 is content and support for Influence and Earn members. So, yes. Let's see. For some reason, Creator Connections disappeared for me. It was there a few days ago. If you saw Creator Connections, but now you're not seeing Creator Connections, I would look to make sure you're on the right Amazon ID. If you are on Amazon ID, you will not see Creator Connections. So you just have to toggle that drop down to your like regular or your like offsite Amazon ID, and then you'll see that Creator Connections. It'll be under the promotions tab. Yeah, that's probably why you're not seeing it. Hopefully it didn't actually disappear for you. All right. And then, so I did say that I would share what the inside looks here. If that's helpful for anyone, I'll just take like 2 minutes and do that. If you guys have any questions, of course, feel free to drop them in the chat. I'll stay on like till the top of the hour. Happy to answer any questions. And then I will just show you guys kind of the inside for anyone who is still pondering, should I get in tonight? You did, and the promotions tab isn't there anymore. Yeah, just make sure you're toggling over to the off Amazon ID. And make sure it's there. That's probably the reason, I'm guessing. Okay, so here's the inside. Ew, what a lovely screenshot there. So just so you guys can kind of see, so here's module 1 where we talk about the program overview and the opportunities. So we really talk about, there's a welcome, and in this welcome, we have links to the Facebook, the live Q&A schedule is under there. Then we talk about just like the overview of the program, right? How does it work? How do you get paid? Where are the different placement opportunities as far as content goes, your influencer storefront, how to start earning from your order history, just some video recording tech tips. Like, we get some people that join the program that are like, I don't make videos. How do I make videos? And so they're kind of like basic, how to record and shoot good videos. And then the important do's and don'ts, which is just so incredibly important. And then, so here with, I'm not sure, it might start auto playing. There we go. I hate looking at these terrible screenshots. So you guys can all just laugh along with me as we look at my silly stills here. So module 2 is all about how to unlock your on-site commissions, right? So even if you are past that stage, it's okay. You can just kind of skip through this if you. It could be helpful though, because I go through, basically this is more of like the do's and don'ts, right? Like, what should you really be focusing on? Also, don't show minors unless you're standing next to them. Don't show barcodes and things like that. So we talk about all that stuff. And then I actually film, watch me create, product filming live. So you get to watch me as I film videos. And then I also edit them, and you get to watch that. So it's very comprehensive. If you're like, I've never filmed a video before, this will be the module for you. I'm never gonna leave you in the dark. And then how to actually upload the items to Amazon, like where do you go to upload? And then the approval process, like what does that look like? What should you do? What should you be waiting for? And then we have module 3 is all about your content. So we talk about how to plan and track your videos. You get a template, you get spreadsheets, and then I talk about what I track. And then we talk about how to create content that converts, your recording space setup. So I do show you guys like the different places that I record, just to give you kind of some inspiration about, I have different places in my office where I record things. And so I just show you guys like what I do and hope that that's helpful for you. And then just some more video editing software options. Module 2 is really about how to find the best products on Amazon to review, how to get more products. Product selection is huge. You need good products to make good money. So that's what module 4 is all about. Module 5 is all about reporting, how to track your progress, how to check your work and optimize for success. That's a really good one right there. Repurpose your content. What's next? And then we have, so currently our bonuses, we have the 2024 social media calendar. 2025 will be added in October. How to choose the best products, how to use YouTube. Here's our creator connections. We have Fluencer Fruit 30-day trial. And then actually another bonus that I have in here is you can actually earn as an influence and earn affiliates. If you purchase a program and you go through it and you love it, everybody who's in the program has an opportunity to be an affiliate for the program. So if you have friends or an audience who's interested in joining Influence and Earn as well, then you can get an affiliate link, and every sale pays out 40%. So any sales that you make for the program, you get paid 40%. So just, another way to make money. It is not required by any means for you to be an affiliate. I don't push it. I don't really market it that much, but if it makes sense for you, I highly recommend you do it, because, about how much you love it, and then you get to earn when other people sign up. So then we have our live lessons and our Q&A sessions. So you can see every single month, we've done this for the whole year. We did a 3-day live virtual event for Prime Day. So when we have have these events. Prime Day is huge for Amazon. So we actually met for the 3 Prime Day days. We met for 30 minutes and just kind of talked about what we were seeing, what was going on, were there any changes. There was I think it was the second day that the videos all came off for 3 hours. Everyone was freaking out. And so we got to talk about that, right? And we got to compare and say, do you see this video? Do you see this video? So these sessions are really helpful, and you get access to all of them if you decide to join. So this is everything as far as the actual training goes. And then, like I said, we have a Facebook group and all these, and a great community and all this other great stuff. So let's see here. Tiffany said, I've been considering the course and knew the deadline was today and then hurricane. Oh no. I question if I should spend money right now on day 4 without power or internet, but I'm ready. Thanks. Oh my gosh, Tiffany, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I would be honored if you would join the program. That would be amazing. If you need anything, or you need another day or so, just please let me know. If you want to reach out at hello@kathleenkobel.com, just let me know. I understand, that some people don't have power or internet right now. So I just appreciate you being on here. Oh my gosh, I hope you're okay. I hope everyone's okay. If you need any additional support, you can email me at hello@kathleenkobel.com. I'm so sorry. I've seen some of those pictures, and gosh, I know how many people don't have power and internet, and just so stressful. I mean, it's so hard to think about anything else past that. So we've got to take care of our real life situations first, for sure. And then, this stuff is all secondary, past safety, and making sure that that's taken care of first. So thanks for joining, Tiffany. And like I said, please reach out via email if you need an extension or anything like that. Yes, you guys, hopefully this has been helpful. If anybody is still on live, I see, we still have about 20 people on. But if you guys, let me just throw back up the link here, and then I think does it go influence and earn here? I'll put the direct link is Courses by Kathleen, so you can just grab that. I will be sending out one more email later, just so that everybody kind of knows before the price goes up. And again, I'm just really excited for Q4. I am pumped for all the new people that have joined the program. The Facebook group is popping. We've got lots of engagement and fun things we're talking about in there. So, and we just had our live Q&A monthly session was last week. And, we'll have another one at the end of this month. But actually, our Q4 training will be out on October 10th. So that'll be a couple weeks before we actually meet. So plenty of time to go through the training and then ask questions. And I'll be giving you guys examples of what I'm doing with my social media for Q4 as well. So if you guys have any more questions, feel free to throw them in the chat. Or if you know someone who might be interested in joining Influence and Earn, make sure you let them know that the price is doubling at the end of the day today. So it's going to be midnight Pacific time, I believe it is. Yeah, it's midnight Pacific time. So I wanted to give people as much time as possible. So it'll be the end of the day, midnight Pacific time today, September 30th. So if you're into October 1st, you've already missed it. I'm sorry. You can still join. It's just going to cost more. Then that's okay too. We'll still have a payment plan, but if you get the payment plan with this pricing, it's not going to go up, obviously. So everyone who decides to join today, you guys get the $497 price. Everyone who joins, if you guys are watching this live recording later and it's October 1st and beyond, I very much still think that the program is worth $997 and more. I've actually had coaches and mentors tell me that I should have raised the price a while ago. And so now I'm listening to them, and we're doing it for Q4. And like I said, anyone who's in, you guys are never going to be asked to pay more money for any content that gets added. Look out for the 2025 social media calendar. I'm excited to go through it probably later this week, and then it'll be up in the next week or so, probably. I'm thinking, depending on which of my assistants is going to help me with that. But it'll be up in October, and that's for next year. And the Q4 social media calendar is already there. And And that's what we're going to be doing and focusing on, especially for October. So I'm very excited about this. Thank you guys all for coming and joining me live. I hate turning off the live stream when there's still so many people on it. And I just appreciate you guys so much for being here live and answering great questions. To everyone who's new that's joining, I can't wait to see you inside the program. For anyone who's still on the fence, you do have till the end of the night. So that's totally fine too. And if you decide, in November or December you want to join, you very much can. It'll just cost more. That's okay. I just want to make sure that everyone knows about the price right now, and then everyone can get in before the price goes up at the end of the night tonight, because then we'll be focusing on Q4. We'll be creating a whole bunch of content and really working that social media. I'm excited. I'm a little bit nervous about the social media stuff. I am not a social media influencer, but I have a great network of people that are going to help me and are going to train me and you guys on the best practices and best things to do. So thank you all for joining live. I hope to see you inside Influence and Earn. For all of you guys who are here who are already in Influence and Earn, thank you for joining. We have some awesome stuff that's already in there. Great stuff that's coming out for the rest of the year. And just know that I'm always here to support you and answer your questions and give you guys all the resources and knowledge and everything that I have. Because my goal is to make sure that you are as successful as you want to be and that you're able to make as much money as you possibly can with this program today, tomorrow, and beyond. Yes, exactly, Beth. Q4, show me the money. Exactly. I'm pumped. I'm pumped for Q4. This is I don't know. I always say there's never been a better time. And that's true as the year goes on. But actually tomorrow starts Q4, and that's what you guys are going to be hearing from me. How are we posting content? What are we doing offsite? How are we beefing up our social media handles to reach more people, make more sales, get more revenue going through Amazon, and ultimately earn more money? So thank you everyone for joining live. If you are watching the replay and you have a question, feel free to throw it in the chat. I will make sure to check on this throughout the day and the night tonight, because you guys have until midnight Pacific time to be able to get into the program for the $497 price, and then it's going to double to $997. Product Finder says, what about us that's just starting off and don't have much? Oh, that's okay. You're starting at the best time. You're definitely starting at the best time, because even if you're just starting, like I said, now there's never been a better time. The courses, the program, I keep saying the course because I'm trying to change my verbiage. It is a whole program, right? But the modules in the course are going to give you everything you need to get started. And then the rest of it, the Q&A and the community and the bonuses and all that stuff, is just going to accelerate the income that you're able to earn with this program. So if you're brand new and don't have much, you can still get started. You can get started right now. You can go through and watch all, Module 1, Module 2, submit your first 3 videos, and you could be earning in the next week or so, if not sooner. So if you're just getting started, it's totally fine. Even if you're just getting started with your social media handles and things like that. We have people who got approved with TikTok for their account, posting twice a day for 2 weeks, and then they got approved. So if you're starting from, total scratch, there is still hope, I promise. And you can even still be getting in and getting your first 3 videos approved before the holiday rush, of Black Friday, Cyber Monday. My very first year, the first year that I did this was, I discovered the program in November, because I remember texting a few people on some girlfriends on my short list, my entrepreneurial girlfriends, and being like, oh my gosh, you guys, you have to listen to this opportunity that I just found. And the smart ones ran with it, and they're earning money like I am too. But That was in November. So I was already an Amazon influencer because I'd been approved back in 2017 when they first launched the program. When they first launched the program, there was no on-site. It was, you got a storefront, right? So I've had my influencer storefront since 2017. But when I actually got approved, so I did my first 3 videos like as quickly as I possibly could. I read everything I needed to, and then I did my first 3 videos. I submitted them and I got approved. Gosh, I was really hoping it was going to be like approved for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, but I got approved like right after that. I think it was like the week after Thanksgiving that I got approved. And so I made like, it was like $880 or something in November because I had a week. I had that like last week where I was earning on site because once I got those first 3 videos, I mean, I was uploading. I probably had like 25 videos, done in the next week or so because I was so excited. And I was unlocked and I'm like, oh my God, my content's on Amazon. This is amazing. And waking up every day and looking at the stats. But that was November, right? So I didn't even get approved until after Thanksgiving, after Black Friday, Cyber Monday in November. And then for December was really when it took off. And I made over 4K that first December with only, having, I think I had less than 50 videos. There wasn't that many, but I was very strategic about the videos that I published. And yes, of course, it was much less saturated 3 years ago, but the strategies and the principles are still the same. And so that's what you get in Influence and Earn is you're going to get all of the information of everything, of how I earn, of what I do, the strategies, the way that I pivot, what happens when the lower carousel, right, gets shut off by Amazon. What do we do? Well, we look to creator connections, or we reach out to find some brand deals, or we make sure we're posting all of our videos on YouTube, right? So there's always things that we can be doing. We don't really like cry about it, right? When our earnings go down, we do something about it. So I know there's a lot of groups out there that are a bit more negative. You will not find a ton of negativity in my groups. People, you can rant. Everyone has bad days. Everyone has bad days of earnings. Everyone has issues with Amazon for sure. But overall, we just keep it very positive because that's how you stay focused on getting those good outcomes, right? If I'm whining and crying about how I didn't earn very much money today, I'm not gonna earn a whole lot more money today or maybe even tomorrow. But if I look to how can I learn from this and what do I need to do to pivot to get back to what I was earning every day, then that's just where I choose to focus my energy. And I think most people in the community are doing that as well because we're kind of just all surrounded by like-minded people there. So all right, so I'm going to hop off. Thank you everyone again for joining live. You guys had amazing questions. I will come back and answer any of the questions that come up during the replay through the end of the night tonight. I'll be up late since we are going till midnight Pacific time. But yes, feel free to answer or ask me any questions. You can always email me at hello@kathleenkobel.com. Happy to answer any questions. And the course will not be closed. It will just be, it'll be $997 starting tomorrow. Yeah. So get in for this price while you can. If you can't, I totally understand. It's totally fine. There's tons of free information on my YouTube channel. It's just, this is the best way to get step-by-step training, but also ongoing support. So thank you everyone for joining. I hope to see you in the program. Let me know if you have any questions. And here's to an amazing Q4 where we all earn tons of money and support each other and have fun while we do it.